This is my tonic. I gave a short about the recipe, but this is a little bit of, this is apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, fresh lemon squeezed, and then I put a little cinnamon and a little ginger, but I think I'm going to put a little more this one. More cinnamon this morning. Also going to put some fresh ginger in there. I keep the skin on because it has little probiotics that go between the skin and the root. So I'm going to keep those in there. They're good probiotics. Good morning, whoever came in. Yeah, I'm just going to let those soak overnight and kind of infuse into there. And then I might use them later to make another tea or something. Okay, let's give it a shake. Who's with me this morning? Oops, sorry about that. Trying to stay healthy. This will help with my digestion. Alright, that's my cup of tea. Good morning. This is what it looks like. So, let's go to the porch. Wait a second. I have to empty my hands. Now I'm out here at the apothecary, and we can, let's see what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a little bit of ginger. Ginger. So I put some of the fresh powder in there. Ginger is so good for your digestion. And I've got 20% left on my phone, so I'll stay on as long as I can. I know nobody's been coming to my lives. I haven't been consistent lately, but I don't know. Everything kind of took a dive, I guess, with my channel, and I don't know why. I had a really great video that did really well last month, and now I don't. So I was doing really good last month, and kind of dove off on my live streams. Maybe a minute or two. Get this stuff done, and I want to get an edible. I'll tell you about that. Let's see what I've got in the picnic basket. Got some goodies in here. Let's see. can't see, so. Aha, this is what I'm looking for. So I've been doing more edibles instead of weed because I don't want to smoke. So I'm gonna like cut this one. Good morning, Shed Gang. What is happening? I haven't seen you in a while. What's been new, friend? I'm gonna put this one up here because I don't want my grandson to get into it thinking it's a Tootsie Roll, a real Tootsie Roll. This one is infused. Sorry for the shakiness, but it's really goopy. And I don't want to put them in the refrigerator or freezer because I don't want my grandson to see them and think they're like real Tootsie Rolls. So these are infused Tootsie Rolls. This is like straight up RSO medicine. Ah. Well, that didn't work. They are good. They're really good. And they work really good too. So let me try to open this. I cut the paper off with my teeth accidentally. Jeez. My friend came by last night and gave me these. I have to chew the paper off. Or maybe I'll just eat the paper, I don't know. A little piece of paper in it. Full of good medicine. So, I've been having a really hard time. You're moving to a 3-bedroom. Wow. Where at? Where are you going to? Are you staying local? Is it in New York or wait? I always get confused about my peoples where they are. Are you up in New York State? I thought so. There's a little piece of paper. I was at Ashton's Apothecary this morning. Picking some goodness out and drinking it in my cup. This is a tonic. Hey AJ, nice to see you. This is a tonic of, I put a short up showing the recipe. Stuck to my teeth. Very sticky. Happy day, guys. Thanks for coming in. So I've been pretty sick, okay? I went up to the wedding and for my friends. And we had like, since July 15th, we've been like preparing for the wedding. And so I went up there and I had some kind of, I did a naughty thing to myself. I have been really good. I haven't been drinking at all or anything. My esophagus and throat has been the problem. So my girlfriend at the bachelorette party, she gave me a raspberry that was in moonshine, and I ate that and I feel like it burned all the way down, and so I still had lasting effects the next day. And yeah, so I was not feeling good since then, and my throat swole up like so hard. My throat was so swollen. I'm gonna sit in my car for a few till it gets too hot. But so this is my car that I will have for about another 3 weeks or so, and then I'll be going back into the van, which the van needs a title, of course. So, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I can't do anything from here, so I got to go all the way back to Oklahoma. So I'm getting ready to do that. I'm gearing up to get all my stuff in the van from the basement at my daughter's, so that I can get on the road as soon as my friend Bob comes. My friend Bob is gonna come, and we're gonna go do the 9/11 thing. Oh, there's a little spider. Oh, is he dead? No, he's making a web. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm gearing up to do. So, ever since I did that raspberry in the moonshine, I've been sick. So I was starting to tell you, my throat was swollen. It swelled up so much that I couldn't hardly breathe. Like, it felt like I couldn't get a good breath. Like, there was a lot of pressure, and I felt like I couldn't swallow food or anything. So that's what I've been dealing with. So that's why I'm drinking this tonic today. I've been drinking one every morning. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to give me omeprazole. Now, omeprazole will take all the acid out of your stomach. That seems good, right? But it's not, because when you take the acid out of your stomach, then you can't digest your food. And like things don't stay in balance. So I'm trying to undo the mess that I made. I don't know if those things were acidic or alkaline, but it really screwed my chest up. And I went to the hospital, and they wouldn't even, at the beginning, they didn't want to. They made me sit there for a long time, let's just say. So I came to my regular doctor when I came back here to Reading, and so I have a couple of doctor's appointments and tests that they're going to do. So one is I'm going to go see an ENT, since my digestive diseases doctor, they are the ones that put me on the omeprazole after they did the endoscopy last year. Yeah, see, I don't think that's correct. At least not for me. Okay, because I noticed when I was taking the omeprazole, I wasn't able to digest food after a while, and I kept having these symptoms all the time. And like, I kept having that rush of really bad acid up into my throat from my stomach, which I have a hiatal hernia, so of course that pushes everything upwards, and the pressure. And if you get food stuck in your esophagus, which I do, and it's like your diaphragm is here, right, and it's connected to your esophagus, right? It holds it in place. Well, a lot of people have a hiatal hernia, but what happened was, when I was on the opioids for my workers' comp, this was a long time ago, I dislodged my stomach from the esophagus, and it went up into my chest cavity, but it's supposed to stay down here, and the diaphragm is supposed to hold it in, but it dislodged. So my stomach is up here in my, right here. And hey, James, it's so nice to see you. How have you been? You know, I thought of you a couple times, and I didn't see anything happening, but thinking of you, and I hope you're doing well, hon. So nice to see you, James. Thanks for coming in, you guys. Yeah, so I've just been, you have a hiatal hernia too, yeah. And do you get the really bad acid at night? Like, I noticed if I was drinking alcohol, oh my God, I would aspirate at night. I would, even if I was sitting like upwards, like if my head was here and I put the cheese, I have a cheese pillow. It's like, you know, like that, so that I could put my head up here, and then I would be elevated. And if I would drink alcohol or drink something or eat tomatoes, if I was eating tomatoes or tomato sauce or any of those acidic things, well, then I would get this really big burst of acid, just straight up hydrochloric acid that you're getting up to here, and it's coming all the way into my throat and washing my throat and making it real sore and inflamed. And good morning, Special Ed. How you doing? I was just saying what happened to me this summer. I've been kind of sick since the middle of July, and before that, you know, I've always been dealing with GERD. Like, it's been years since I was on those opioids, and that was probably, let's see, I had my surgery in 2010. It was probably 2010, 2011, 2012 is when I was really on them, and 2013. And then I stopped taking them because I noticed they were bad. Like, they were giving me they were just making me throw up all the time. And then when I dislodged that stomach up into my chest, that is when I really started getting sick. And so I stopped taking opioids altogether. But I had to change doctors to do that because on workers' comp, my doctor was making me take these opioids. And it was like a big thing back then, like in the 2010 era, like, or, you know, the 20 teens, where the doctors were just prescribing opioids all the time to everyone. And it was, it's really bad, you know, like they made a lot of people addicted to them, and it's really not a good scene. But a lot of my friends have died from like overdoses, or, well, like one was Jimmy Allen, you know, and there's been some others through friends that their kids, even, like, the doctors and the pharmaceutical industry have just wanted to make money, and they're pushing all these opioids, and, you know, the doctors were prescribing these, and I'm on workers' comp. So workers' comp makes you take these things, and also ibuprofen and tramadol, and these were the three prescriptions that I had a lot of trouble with. And they would push these on you and make sure that you took them by giving you a pee test to make sure that you had your, you know, you were taking your medicine. So that's workers' comp, and they want you to follow all the instructions. Otherwise, you know, I was getting threatened with being fired. So if you don't follow that, then you don't stay on the workers' comp. They don't give you any medical, you know, treatment or anything. So anyway, I've been trying to repair that ever since I got that hiatal hernia, and it wasn't as bad as it was. And I started taking apple cider vinegar for a while, probably, you know, over the past couple years, off and on. I've been doing the apple cider vinegar treatments, and instead of the omeprazole. And when I do that, I feel so much better. I have to tell you guys, I feel so much better when I'm taking the apple cider vinegar. And I'll tell you why. Because the this is apple cider vinegar with lemon, with fresh lemon. I squeezed like a 3/4 of a lemon in here, in a big jar. I did it, and then I put cinnamon and powdered ginger in there, and so that's the tonic that I'm having this morning, and it's been really making me feel a lot better. Okay, so then, when I went to my girlfriend's bachelorette party around the 15th, I ate a raspberry that was so bad, and it was soaked in moonshine. I should never have done that, but I was like feeling like, you know, all right, I'll do this with my girlfriend, you know, she's getting married, celebrate or whatever, but I should not have done that because it burned. It gave me a burn. And then my throat closed up like really hard, and I couldn't breathe. And that's what the acid causes. It's also caused me to have like a scar tissue down at the bottom of the esophagus where the stomach meets, where you have that epiglottis. It's not a true epiglottis, but it stays open because your food, your hiatal hernia pushes on that, and it makes your food come up into your esophagus, right? So the food stays there. It's above your diaphragm, and it's pushing all the acid. All the food is pushing up because of the way that your anatomy is. If you get too full, or if you're getting full, then it pushes up on your esophagus, and the acid comes right through that weak opening down here, and it pushes and it starts to digest all this food in here. In the meantime, it's also, see, your stomach lining is all full of mucus, and that is a protective barrier. So when you don't have that protective barrier up in your esophagus, all the acid erodes all of your insides, and so that's what's been happening to me. And if you know, you guys have GERD, you know what I'm talking about. So when you get that, excuse me, that is from GERD. The clearing your throat is from GERD. A lot of people don't realize all the symptoms, but that's one of them. So anyway, I've been healing, trying to drink this and stop the omeprazole, because when I take the omeprazole, I feel a lot worse and things get a lot worse. And my throat was closing up again. So I don't understand, you know, all the dynamics of it, but this was really not working out for me. So that's where I've been. I haven't been on here too much, and it's just because I've been sick. So the past, 3-4 days I've been taking this, and I'm feeling a lot better. What do you guys do for your GERD? You said you get it at night, AJ, like when you lay down. What kind of treatments are you doing to help your GERD, to help yourself? Because I'm trying to learn from other people. And also, like, you get a little cough. You get a little cough, and the cough is like from the GERD. So somebody described it to me as it is your GERD. The coughing is your GERD. So I hope that you're doing well with yours and managing it. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of other options too. Yeah, you have the same problem. Like, so many people have this problem, and they don't realize what a lot of the problem is, like all of these bad things that are in our food. I'm going to tell you some things that are culprits that may be in your food that may be upsetting your stomach and giving you this GERD. So GERD is gastroesophageal. Oh wow, there's a bee's nest in my van. Oh my god. Gastroesophageal reflux disease. That's what it stands for. And it could happen for 3 reasons. One of them's a hiatal hernia. And then, like, I don't get heartburn. I just get the GERD, the acid itself that comes back up into your esophagus. So some foods that have been culprits for me, and I don't know if they are or have been for you, but one of them is vegetable oil. Do you eat vegetable oil? Like, a lot of people use that when they're cooking their food. I used to use it constantly when I was a mom. Like, that's all they had back then. I didn't know about olive oil and all that stuff, but since this has happened, I've been doing a lot more research, and olive oil is a lot better than vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is carcinogenic. It's used from the leftovers from our gasoline that they don't use, that they can't make it anything else. So, yeah, so we're cooking with that. I'll try to see if anybody else will come on. I totally lost everybody when my phone died. So I'm going to plug it in over here and see if anybody comes back in. So other than that, I've been dealing with that. And hello, Tony. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. So I was just saying about what happened to me this summer, and that I've been having a lot of GERD issues, and but other than that, I am ready to get back on the road soon. I've got some cool things coming up this weekend. I'm gonna be going to a pontoon boat in New Jersey. with my sister, so that's going to be fun. Yay, happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. So actually, I'm going to go later on today down to New Jersey, and then I'm going to be going on the pontoon boat this weekend. And a lot of other things have happened too. My son lost his place to live, so he's looking for something. If you know of anybody in the Reading or Philadelphia area, maybe a little closer to Pottstown, that has a place for rent, thank you. That has a place for rent, please leave it in the comments section so that I can check it out. He's been staying at different, he's been couch surfing, let's just say. So he's in need of a place, and he's working, so he needs a good place to lay his head and get some good rest, you know. So that happened. Went to my friend's wedding. So the wedding was really fun. It was a great time. I mean, these guys know how to throw a party. Mike and Leah, love you. Shout out to them for they're on their honeymoon, which if you ask them, they say they're always on their honeymoon. But you know, it's their honeymoon stage of their wedding, so I hope that they're having a great time. And I know they're getting ready to go back on the road, but we have like a festival coming up. That's next weekend. So this weekend is the pontoon boat in Jersey. And then next weekend is Mazstock, which is a big festival, music festival. I'm going to be going to that. Catching up with Mike and Leah and a bunch of the friends. And John D. and Liz and some other people. Oh, Gio, Robert. So yeah, I'll be catching up with everybody down there for my birthday weekend. So that starts on the 17th, and they have a night of country music. Deborah Langley, I'm doing a little better. I'm drinking my tonic. Doing a little better when I do my self-healing, but when I start taking the omeprazole and things like that, everything goes crazy. Okay, honey, no worries. Thank you for coming in. Titanium. What color is titanium? I think it's like a silver color, but it's not as bright. You can use blue.
No, I can't find purple.
Oh, are there purple Legos?
Yeah.
I want purple Legos.
They're so hard to get.
Are they really?
Yeah.
You know where I want to take you down to? There's a Lego place in the King of Prussia Mall.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have all the single colored Legos, and you can buy the different little pieces that you need.
Oh.
So like, I don't know how much it is, $1 a piece, or I don't know what they are, but we'll take you down there before I leave.
It would probably be like you get maybe $10.
Mm-hmm. Maybe 10 for $1. Maybe that could be. I'm not sure the price is. But hey, Special Ed, thanks for coming back in. You guys, if you are looking for Legos, you go to the King of Prussia Mall, and there you go. I gave you a blue wrench, Anthony. So you can get the different colors. But I don't know how much they are, but you could probably look them up online and look at the Lego store and just see how much like it is for the separate pieces. But I'll take you down there and we'll get you some purple before I leave, okay, to go west. So hello, good morning, Aunt Patsy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one broke, but these, I don't know if you could see them, but they're purple with blue and like turquoise and dark blue and silver glitter. I love glitter, so I love glitter. Hello, that's my Aunt Patsy there, everybody. Yes, my matching tank top. You know I always love to have purple, so. Oh. Yes, thank you, Aunt Patsy. I'm drinking my tonic, which is, I put a video up about the tonic that I made. It's apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, cinnamon, and ground ginger. And instead of smoking, I've been taking my RSO edibles. So I did that this morning and trying to heal myself. So, oh, good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Nice to see you both. Oh, I wish I was sitting up there in the chair outside with you watching the birds sing. My Aunt Patsy and Uncle Jimmy live in Pennsylvania too. So on the way out, I'm coming to see you. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to, my brain is starting to gear up to like move because I'm feeling better. Thank you. Starting to feel better only because I've been drinking this. When I drink this tonic, I start to feel better. So, I've not been taking the omeprazole because it does the opposite thing, which it takes the acid out of your stomach. So then I was having some digestion issues and like getting really bad stomach aches. And so, yeah. I do come to North Carolina sometimes. I haven't been there in a few years, but I passed through there when I was on the 95 coming up north. Passed right through North Carolina. Is that where you stay or live, Anthony? Am I saying your name right? I hope so. All right, so getting like antsy, like ever since I'm feeling better, okay? And I know Tim is okay. He's got no place to live right now, but he's couch surfing and staying. He came over here for dinner last night at my daughter's house and took a shower and stuff and and he stayed in my van, which my van is ready to roll. It just I do need to get a battery, but I don't think I'm going to do that until I get the title. So, where in North Carolina? Aunt Patsy, what is on your breakfast menu? Did you eat breakfast yet? What part of North Carolina? I love Asheville, North Carolina. It's so beautiful. And the beaches. I love the beaches. Carolina State Park. That's really nice. I have not been to like the Outer Banks or anything, but I've been to Oak Island. Smithfield. Oh, I have family down there. Well, I shouldn't say family. It's my ex's family. But he has his parents live right there off the 95 too. Right there in Smithfield. The Davis family. Yeah, so I don't know which route I'm going to be taking, but I'm going to be going, so this is the plan, okay? This weekend coming up. Oh, you have an RV. Awesome. This weekend coming up, I'm going to be going on a pontoon boat with Patty, my sister, and some of the family. Ooh, Hungarian chicken ragu soup. Ooh, yes, that sounds good. And I wish I was there to have a bowl with you. I'm eating a lot of chicken soup lately. It's really good for, okay, so that's another thing that's good. When you have chicken soup, it has a lot of collagen in it. Also has celery, carrots, and whatever else you put in there. That's really good, and it just, all the minerals go in the soup, and you eat the soup. So it's good. So it's not just, remember when they say chicken soup for the soul, it is really healing. It's got garlic and whatever in there. My Aunt Patsy and Uncle Jimmy, they do a lot of things together, and Aunt Patsy does some really good cooking. She knows all the traditional dishes, and she understands the science of the kitchen, so she always making something really good. And I love that she plans out her menus, and so when we go over there, she always makes something really good and healthy, and she knows my diet restrictions too. Good morning, Walt Money. Do you want to say hello to Aunt Patsy? Sullivan is here. He's gonna say hello.
Hey, Aunt Patsy.
Yeah. And Uncle Jimmy's there too. He's in the kitchen though. But yeah, Sullivan's doing Legos this morning. He's building a Minecraft thing that he was showing me. Right? Is it Minecraft?
It's like a caveman thing.
Caveman thing.
It's like it goes wooden, stone, gold, platinum, emerald, diamond, ruby. So
Wow.
it's
They're all
like materials.
materials. He knows his materials, and he is very smart about building, and he loves the Legos. And he and his brother are gonna have a building company sometime in the future. So Dax is already starting to build. He's working for his uncle who's in construction or remodeling. Yeah, so yeah. Sullivan. Aw, Aunt Patsy says she loves you too, honey. So nice. He's so smart. He's going into the 4th grade. That's my youngest grandson, and he is always teaching me things. He's always teaching me stuff. So, and he loves to be in the kitchen. His mom cooks a lot, and she's working in the kitchen too. She is working as a what do you call it? Caterer. A caterer. Yeah. So she's in the kitchen. So naturally, Sullivan is going to get all these recipes that we're giving him that Aunt Patsy gave me from my grandmother, my family, Hungarian family. So traditionally, we always cook the Hungarian food. So Sullivan is getting all these recipes, and he's getting them up here. He's going to know exactly how to make everything. By the time he's a little older, he's going to be having the recipes in his head. Ooh, this is spicy this morning. It's got some ginger in it, so ginger's really good too. I was just trying to get some time on here because I have not been able to go live very often because I've been sick. But I want to finish up telling you where I'm going to be going and what's going to be happening. So it looks like the plans are going forward. Pontoon boat, I already said that for this weekend. Next weekend is Mazstock, the big festival. And then I have a week off. I have some doctor's appointments in there and stuff. I have a weekend off at the end of August, so maybe doing something with the family. And then that will be like Labor Day weekend, maybe? I don't know. But the kids go back to school already on the 21st. And so goodbye summer, here we go. And 22nd they go back to school already. That is way early. And then have a free weekend, the last weekend of August. And then I think that might be the 1st of September too. Hey, Brooklyn chick. Wow, nice to see you. Let me give you a moderator badge or wrench. There you go. Nice to see you. God, I haven't seen you and connected with you in so long. I hope everything's going real well for you. It's nice to have you aboard. Thanks for coming in. I was just talking about my end of summer plans, and then Labor Day is coming, so not sure I'm going camping. I'm going camping with a friend of mine, John D. I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. We're like set to go canoeing and fishing and I don't know, hiking and whatever else. He said he has snorkels and stuff, so we may be going snorkeling while we're camping. So we're going to be going up to like Toby Hanna. It's a state park, I think. I have to look, but it's a campground, so we're going to be going up there. Gary got another mouse. Oh, good boy, Gary. Oh, wow. Under the ottoman. They come all the way up there for munchies at night, the little nibbles on your little counter, probably from like breadcrumbs or something, so be careful with that. Brooklyn chick she's a Brooklyn chick. So everybody say hello and good morning to Brooklyn chick. And if you guys want to go to each other's channels and if you want to drop your link, Brooklyn chick, go ahead and drop your link so that people can connect with you. And tell us your first name. So then the second week in September, I have a wedding. So that is my gypsy sister's son. The kids grew up as cousins. My kids grew up with their kids as cousins. Um, excuse me. And so they're getting married, and that's going to be like the 9th, 10th, 11th, something like that. Or the 7th to the 10th. Oh, see, I'm getting those hiccups. Get the swelling in there, in the esophagus. And then from there, I have really exciting news. I'm going to be meeting my friend Bob, who's been very sick. So please say a prayer for him. Bob, you are strong, and you are going to beat this, and you're doing fantastic. I love you. And so he's going to be coming out here for 9/11, and we're going to be going to the 9/11 Memorial over in New York City. And I'll be near you, Brooklyn chick. Patricia is my aunt, and my Uncle Jimmy is there too. They're out of Western Pennsylvania. Yeah, but I'm going to be coming near you, Brooklyn chick. I'm going to be coming to New York City to the 9/11 Memorial where my friend Bob served. Peter, nice to see you. Thanks for coming back. Nice to see you. So the 9/11 Memorial is somewhere that he helped clean up in the 9/11 tragedy. He was a fireman, and he went over there. Thank you so much for your prayers, Aunt Patsy. He went over to there to clean up and help everything with that 9/11 tragedy that we had. And so it just so happens I'm going to be done on September 10th, and then I can meet him right on the 11th of September, and we're going to be going back over to the memorial and checking that out. Sure, Peter, post your link. Can you guys hear me? Thank you for the link. I will watch that later on. Everybody can go connect with Peter if you want to. So this 9/11 memorial has, in the past years, since 9/11 2001 was when our tragedy was. In those years, they've cleaned it all up. I remember going through there when you still had to like take everything out of your pockets, go through the metal scanners. They wanted your ID, like everything. High security, but you could go in and see, and through all these lines, and go and see all the ruins. And they had like bridges going over the street and over all the ruins, and they would have windows where you could look out and see all what was the cleanup and everything that was happening. So I was there back then when you were, Bob. I don't think he's on yet this morning. He's been sleeping in, and he's been really tired from fighting this cancer. He's got, little fevers going on and stuff like that. So say a big prayer for Bob. And he got this illness and sickness and disease, cancer, from cleaning up 9/11. Also, my friend Marcella, that I got to meet through Bob. Anyway, they give some prayers out for them. They have been our heroes cleaning up 9/11. And now there is, instead of all that there, they took all that down. And it's now the entrance and visitor center to the 9/11 Memorial, which has become, I believe, a national park. So to honor all of those people that have died in that tragedy, and to honor the people, our heroes that have helped clean it up. And it was part of New Fire Department, New York. I think it's Station 8. Hey Tim, nice to see you. I was just talking about the 9/11 memorial that I'm getting ready to go see on 9/11 with my friend Bob, who has gotten cancer from from cleaning up 9/11 and from helping all the victims and their families of 9/11. He told me some really crazy stories about that, and one of them was that they would have all of these different dumpsters, dumpster here, dumpster here, dumpster here, dumpster here. One was for money, one was for uh, uh, coins, one was for bills, one was for like evidence, one was for body parts, unfortunately, and one might be for glass or building different kinds of building materials. So they were sorting it all out. Meanwhile, if you know anything about the PFAS, okay, it's the PFA. I don't know how to say that whole chemical name, but it's what is in fireman's foam. It's also in your Teflon. It's also in, it's like, it's on that baking dish there. When you heat it to high temps, it's released, and that's what was killing the birds when people would have that heating up on their stove with nothing in it. And the high heat of it gets into the air. And these PFAS, they go into your body and they stack up. They're called forever chemicals. They never go away, and they give you cancer. So it's in our drinking water. It's in all 50 states tap water. So get your filters, and that will help those PFAS be filtered out. Okay, it's in your carpeting. It's in anything that has silicone or like anything to wick away water. That is what it's in, okay? And that's what's in this fireman's foam that was around all around 9/11. Yes, it was a terrible tragedy. And it's coming up, so we're going to go over there, and I'll be going live from there, um, so that you can all see and share in the memorial on that day. So stay tuned for that. Bob and his family are coming out. Um, like I said, he's been pretty sick, so this is going to be a great time for him uh, to make amends, you know, and to go back and visit the site where he's going to be very emotional. I know it, and my heart is big for you, Bob, because he's always been the protector. He's a Pisces. He's always been the water bearer, and he's been so close to me in the past few years. So I'm rooting for him, and I may go help him and take care of him. You know, just help with his meals and whatever he needs. You know, be his walking partner and take him to the store and get him some good healing foods, because he knows that I know how to use all the healing foods that will help his condition. So let me catch up on the chat. Okay, so if you want to drop your link, Tim, go ahead and do that. Everybody should be connecting. I love for everybody to network and connect on my channel. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Brooklyn chick. My friend died in the building when that happened. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I've been out to the Flight 93 Memorial, which is out in western Pennsylvania. Maybe we'll hit that on the way out there to see you, Aunt Patsy. So after 9/11, we're going to stay in New York City a couple days, and then I'm going to come back for my van, and we're going to start driving out there. But we're going to go to the 9/11 Memorial, and then we're maybe go to the Flight 93 Memorial, which is where they have everything documented, and they have the fields for viewing. This is out in, I want to say it's Cumberland County, but I can't remember offhand. Does anybody know what county that was in Pennsylvania? Anyway, there's viewing fields, and there's all kinds of memorials, and there's all kinds of kiosks and boards, and a visitor center that explains everything. They have actually they have the actual recordings from the black box from that flight, so you can listen to everything that was happening between them and the radio tower. So that is really fascinating and interesting, and it's a memorial to our peoples that have passed away in our country. So it's a time to honor them, and it's going to be really heartfelt, you know, especially with Bob having been, you know, cleaning up that tragedy. And then from there, we're going to go visit you, Aunt Patsy, and then we're going to go down to Oklahoma and get my title for my van. I hope, if it works out. Okay. If not, I can go to Alabama and probably get a title there. So I'll tell you more about that another time. But yeah, so that's my plans. I'm not planning anything past that because I don't know what's going to happen with my van. Um, you know, I've got another surprise in store for you, so you'll have to like see as time goes on what's going to happen with that. And I'm going to keep it a secret for now, but maybe going to go take care of Bob and go out west. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing you out, Patsy and Uncle Jimmy, and then it's back to Tulsa, the city that always sucks me right back in. It's like a black hole. So maybe Bob will come with me and maybe his family. I'm not sure. But when Bob comes out, it's going to be Bob and his daughter and his son and Bella Boo, I hope, his granddaughter. And then my son Tim will come out and for the 9/11. So yeah, so he cleaned up all this stuff and got really tight with Fire Department New York, Station 8. I think that's what you call it, a station. And so we're gonna go back there. But and then in the fireman's phone is all those PFAS. So imagine all of that fireman's foam. Think about that for a minute. Let me see what you said, Brooklyn chick. Aunt Patsy says, yeah. It's a terrible tragedy in our country, says Tim. Yes, definitely was. Changed our whole track of the future. They made new twin towers there, a few to go in. Yes. Now, are people working in the towers now, Brooklyn chick? Do you know? There's a fee to go in. Okay, yeah, and it's like a national park now. I think I have the national parks pass, so I should be able to get in there for free. But I always buy a sticker and get my passport stamp and all that stuff. So I'm going to be doing that, getting my passport stamp, filling up that book with stamps from the national parks, and that thing is like a treasure to me. So I'm going to be doing that. But imagine this fireman's foam everywhere that has been sprayed all over New York City, Manhattan, lower Manhattan, down by the river, okay, down by the Hudson River. It's gotten into all the drinking water, okay, for everybody, especially around that area. It's also gotten into all the drinking water wherever there's been a forest fire or a house fire. You use fireman's foam for a lot of these fires. And inside that foam is these PFAS, okay? So it causes cancer. So that's why we're going to take Bob there, so he can go there once more and see how it's all transformed now and see all the fruits of his labors to help all these families in this 9/11 tragedy. So that's going to be a blessing. Who came in? Oh gosh, I got to put my glasses on. Let's see. Mamadou Demba. Salute. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Well, let's give you a wrench. And there you go. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so you got the blue wrench now, and you can say hello or drop your link. So everyone else. And wow, thanks for everybody coming in. It's been so nice. Peter just came in to drop his link, I think. I'm not sure if you're still in here. Tim came in to say hello. Thank you for coming in, Tim. It's been nice to see you. Brooklyn chick, I haven't seen you in a long time, but thank you for coming in. It's been nice to connect with you. I'll have to stop into one of your live streams soon. I've been trying to get back into go into other people's live streams more and more. I have had a hard time charging my phone, but I sure have it charging right now. So I'm at my daughter's house, and she's been, I give her a little money towards the electric and whatnot, and towards the food. And sometimes I buy their laundry products and their toilet paper and their dish liquid and all that stuff that that I use up too. So um, don't forget to stop by the like button if you're on your way out. And let's see, I want to see who else I should be shouting out for coming in. Mamadou Demba, thank you for coming in today. Aunt Patsy and Uncle Jimmy, it's always such a pleasure to have you in my live streams. Thank you for hanging out with me all the time. And so you can stay abreast and know what's happening and where I'm going to be next. Walt Money, thanks for stopping by. I got to get over to your live stream too. Um, Anthony, I think that's how you say your name. I hope I'm not butchering that. Thank you for coming in today. It's been so nice of you to stop by. If I'm in North Carolina, hopefully then I'll stop down and maybe we could, wave to each other or have a coffee or something. Let's see. Deborah Langley, my sweet, sweet friend. She's such a sweet gal. She's over in Nyland, California. Thank you for coming in. She's in Slab City or something. AJ, thank you for coming in. I'm going to have to stop over to one of your live streams and I'm going to have to get over to your channel. And James, I'm going to stop by your channel too and see how you've been doing. Yeah, I want to check on you and see how you've been doing because I know you've had medical too. So thinking of you. Special Ed, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in twice. I appreciate you because he helped me open up the stream this morning. Came in like right after I opened up the stream. So thank you for coming in and thank you for coming back when you saw that my phone died and then you saw me on again. And whoever came in before that, it was Shed Gang for Life. Thank you for coming in. And I think it was AJ to help me open up the stream. So thank you guys for coming in and being a part of my stream today. So that's what's happening. I hope to see you out there on the road somewhere on my way back to Okie. I'm going to be going back to Oklahoma or maybe Alabama to try to remedy this van situation. And who knows, maybe I won't have to do any of that. But I can't even get rid of this van until I get the title. So we'll see what happens. Wish me luck with that. Good vibes, positive vibes. I'm going to get that title one way or another. I'm going to clear this $5,000 loan that I have on it. God willing. Okay, God willing. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening with Wanda. So thank you guys for popping in. I think I'm going to head out now unless somebody just came in. I saw somebody just came in. And you never left. You stayed there the whole time. Wow, right on. Thank you. Aries, 106. Oh, thank you, darling. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a wrench. And if you want to drop your link before we go. Deaf Bread. I haven't seen you in ages. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Right before I'm ready to get out of here. I'll stay on for another minute or two. Hey, has anybody been over to Kaz's live streams? Because I haven't seen him on. I know he did a huge one at the beginning of the month. And then he was over at the hotel he was staying at in Palm Springs. And he did another, he did a live stream from there. So I caught that one a little bit. I hope to catch up with him and everybody over there on that channel. Deb, you included, and Deaf Bread. I'm not sure if you go to that channel. But Special Ed and Shed Gang for Life. So hopefully I'll see you all over on that channel. And let's everybody go pay a visit to Tim Mobang for your bucks. He's got a real nice channel with all kinds of traveling tips and tips for your car, tips for organizing and living in a minivan. So that's exciting, and he's up in Chicago, and he's doing some Waterfall Wednesdays. I jumped on board with you, Tim and Bree. Shout out to both of you for the Waterfall Wednesday. So, yeah, go take a look. Go take a look. Brooklyn Chick is dropping her link. So thank you for coming in today. And I used to catch up with her on her channel all the time. And then I don't know, I guess the algorithm kind of changed. So if you're coming into my stream, hopefully that algorithm will change and they'll start seeing your stuff pop up again. I'll come over to your channel and that will help too. If you are going to anybody's stream, stay in for a couple minutes and, give a couple comments, because this way the creator gets a little bit of acknowledgement and help from YouTube. And also, if you go watch one of their videos, even if it's a short, if you watch the short, watch one or two, depending how short they are, and then give them a like, and also subscribe to their channel. And and then, you know, always make sure you're watching a regular video for like 2 minutes, so the like and the subscription stick, and then YouTube can't take them away. I would love to be on your panel, Brooklyn Chicks. So yeah, that sounds great. I'm gonna be charging my phone, getting ready for the day, so I'm gonna let you all go. It's been nice to see you all again. Mwah! Big love. Take care. Happy trails.